Epic scriptures Ramayana and Mahabharata are categorized as Itihasa scriptures. Conventionally, we may consider Itihasa to mean the historical tales, but in Hindu theological narrations, the descriptions are often mixed with mythological and spiritual input to make them more forceful in their teaching value. Some have interpreted Itihasa as "thus we should live." This rendition imparts a higher moral value to these scriptures. Rama is believed to be the seventh incarnation of Lord Vishnu. According to Vaishnavites, he descended on earth around 10,000 years ago to eliminate evil forces. However, the historical concept by R.C. Majumdar described 1950 BCE more likely. The story of Ramayana is the story of Hinduism. It is a true classic for all times. Literally, Ramayana means the ways of Rama. Rishi Valmiki first narrated it in 24,000 verses around 1000 BCE. From that time until today, this great tale of Lord Rama has been repeated in one form or another: a book, poetry, a dance drama called Ram Leela, movie, and a video serial. The Hindi version of Ramayana, Ramcharitmanas, written by Sant Tulsidas in the 16th century, and the earlier Tamil version, Kamban, have become equally popular. Valmiki, who authored this great tale, was himself a dacoit, a highway robber who reformed to become a devotee of Rama, Ram Bhagat. The legend states that one day the great sage Narada confronted Valmiki and asked if his family, for whom he was committing the robberies, would share the burden of his sins. All the members of his family, including his wife, replied with an emphatic no. Valmiki then was immediately transformed, and he dedicated his life to the mission of writing the Ramayana. Thus, a Hindu would always be reminded that in the end he would have to bear the consequences of his deeds alone. In the Hindu pantheon, Lord Rama is the god of propriety. He would become the role model for appropriate and proper conduct throughout millennia. In every situation, however stressful or provocative, he remained calm and gentle. He never became angry and never lost his temper. He was always most respectful and kind. Even when his stepmother, Kaikeyi, became the cause of his great troubles and trials, he revered her as a Hindu ought to revere his mother. He touched her feet and took her blessings before going into exile for 14 years. He bore malice toward none. To his parents, his manners always remained exemplary. Toward Sita, his consort, he was most loving and courteous. From him, we learn the unique teaching of Eka Patni, which means only one wife for one man. When his brother Lakshmana was seriously wounded, he actually cried. The bond of the two brothers would become the inspiration of brotherly love in the history of mankind. Towards Ravana, the wicked king, he remained persuasive until the very end to win him from evil. Only after it became clear that Ravana would never change did Rama take the bow and kill him to uphold the cause of righteousness. Hindu society has referred to Lord Rama in the human form as Maryada Purushottam, the perfect man who has remained an inspiration to become an ideal son, brother, husband and ruler. He epitomized the spiritual virtues of truth, humility and caring for others. Every situation in the Ramayana has a moral touch and every character has an ethical significance. The story of Ramayana is told as follows. Raja Dashrath was a pious king of Ayodhya in the northern India. Towards the latter period of his life, he decided to relinquish his throne in favor of the eldest of his 4 sons, Rama, and pass the remaining period of his life in prayers and meditation. This would be a common desire for any God-living Hindu person in Hindu society. When Dashratha announced his desire to abdicate the throne and offer the crown to Rama, one of his queens, Kaikeyi, on the prompting of an evil-minded relative, Manthra, reminded the king of 2 favors that he had earlier promised her: that Rama should be sent into a forest for 14 years and that her own son, Bharat, should be crowned king. On hearing this, Dashrath was so shocked that he died even before Bharat, who was away visiting his maternal grandfather, returned. Rama, on the other hand, insisted that he would carry out the promise made by his father a long time ago. One's word was the most precious duty, and the son was morally bound to uphold the honor of his father. In the great tradition of Hindu culture, Rama's wife, Sita, prepared to go into the forest with him. Another brother, Lakshmana, also joined the long journey to serve his elder brother Rama. When Bharat returned from his grandfather's home, he not only turned down the offer of the throne, but he also went to plead with Rama to return and become the king. Rama, however, remained firm in his decision, as he considered it a matter of uprightness, dharma, to abide by the noble values and principles. Bharat then returned with a pair of Rama's sandals, which he placed on the throne to represent the exiled prince. Bharat would only be performing on behalf of Rama until his return. Thus, the greed and evil of the queen Kaikeyi and her relative Manthra were fully compensated by the sacrifice and unselfishness of the son Bharat. There are many tales of Sri Rama, Sita and Lakshmana during their long sojourn in the forest. I have chosen but one of an old, low-caste woman, Shabri. Shabri was a poor old woman in the forest who got the chance of her lifetime to meet Lord Rama and play host to him. She picked the berries and then decided to taste them one by one to see which were sweet enough to be served to the Lord. Rama relished these berries more than anything else. The scriptures, the Veda Shastras, prohibit anyone from serving something that is contaminated, certainly not to Lord Rama. Shabri, however, was not knowledgeable of these formalities. She was a low-caste, simple-hearted woman of sincerity and devotion. Lord Rama, however, accepted her services with great love and granted her the salvation, moksha. Hindu religion is replete with such instances when time and again the old conventions are broken. In the epic tale of both the Ramayana and the Mahabharata, the caste system is denounced. But this evil, however, prevailed in Hindu society for a long time, emphasizing human weaknesses and vulnerability. Ramayana has been the beacon of light for Hindus for millennia. Lord Rama's sense of sacrifice and dedication toward his father is an object lesson for all mankind. The love among the brothers has been depicted with touching emotion, and the portrait of Sita as the ideal wife is greatly remembered in every household. Lord Rama would become the role model for appropriate conduct. Hindu society has referred to Lord Ramana in the woman form as Maryada Purushottam, the perfect man who has remained an inspiration to become an ideal son, brother, husband and ruler. He epitomized the spiritual virtues of truth, humility and caring for others. The legend of Shagri describes the major evolutionary step to cut across the caste system. To Hindus, Lord Rama has been a guiding star for every situation and circumstance in life whenever they are in difficult and challenging situation.